Everybody, so welcome to this conversation. What is the meaning of life? And I wanted to um, run this talk because this week or the last couple of days I finished uploading the article that says it talks about experience and happiness comes after experience, which I truly stand by, and I've truly excuse me, seen that in my personal life. But in actual fact, what is the meaning of life is, according to Chat GPT, one of the most searched questions on the platform of AI. Okay, so in a subjective manner, we always ask at some stage in our life, I believe, on what is the meaning of life. And I'll give you my perception of it rather than I'll give you some psychology afterwards, but I'll give you my perception first because I do class myself as a servant leader, and you'll see that on my LinkedIn profile. And that's all I'm trying to do is to serve others. Now, what I don't mean by that is to serve every single person on the planet and not be happy myself. But the trick is, I know that serving others, I will become happy because in that process of learning, okay, through experience, as we get happiness through experience, remember that I'll make mistakes, I'll learn, I'll prosper, I'll get better, I'll get rewards, I'll get gifts, whether it's financial or just emotional. And that is for me, that's the meaning of life, to learn new things, to prosper, to enjoy times with our partners, our children. Happiness isn't 24/7, it's in micro bursts. It comes and it goes. And sometimes it lasts for hours, sometimes it lasts for days, sometimes just seconds, depending on what we're doing. So, the meaning of life is a difficult question to answer for everybody because it's all individual. And I think with our mental health, more people struggle with this question than anything because it's more about, you could reframe it and call it, what is my purpose? I don't feel like I belong. And those people that are suffering severe mental health conditions or depression, and perhaps maybe you're one of those people that want to end your life, and I'm so sorry about that. You've got to be in a dark place to get to that zone. However, this is reality because a lot of humans, certainly in my research and in my lived experience, struggle with the fact of why they're here and what they're supposed to do. Some people have the attitude that it's mine, I'm going to take it, it's mine, what you're doing, stop stealing from me. So you've got that element of selfishness because maybe, for example, they've been through something really bad and they've closed off from the world. So I would like to say that I don't like judging people. I don't like to be judged, and everybody's got a story. Now, one of the things that we face in this world, the problems, is the worldview. So that's the media, the government, all the even this talk right now you might not agree with, but we're faced with so much content, and we can choose how much content we watch. That's good, and we should do, because we don't want to let bad content come into our brain, and then through that we might get bad experiences, bad feelings, and we don't want that. So I would say to you, look, okay, I can't give you the answer why you're here specifically because that's in your mind, that's for you to work out. However, I can share my learning in my journey, and I feel the more we simplify stuff, what we want, because our heart will sadly crave things, who we want to spend time with, how often we want to get up and go to work, or do we want to be full or part-time. These are all different decisions that we make. So, and that's going back to the experience side, because life is about experiencing new things. And the good thing about life is that we learn through failure, and that's wonderful. That really is. So I wouldn't set yourself too many goals in life. I've learned the hard way. I've hit burnt out so many times, and the feeling is that when you hit burnout, it can be, really, really hard to get back up. And I've had to reset a button several times in my life, but at the end of the day, it's really about you looking at your subjective feelings first, how you're feeling before you choose what to do, and just living, your day by day. Yeah, you're going to have long-term goals, and that's great and wonderful, but enjoy the moment for what it is. Enjoy life for what it is. The meaning of life is to prosper, is to be happy. You're going to be happy on and off, and just experience it, the good and the bad. I think anybody on this planet, and they may say that they do, and that's fair enough, they've got every single decision in their life worked out. I am totally happy. No human on this planet can be totally happy every single microsecond of the day, because our brains, remember, we go to sleep, and when we sleep, our brain is shut off. So to experience life and to know what life is about, I would say to anybody, just do your best at the things you feel you can and you want to do. Take advice. I think that's important. And I also think that you're going to mess up. That's just life. And enjoy that, enjoy the experience of messing up. I'm growing 3 different brands at the moment, all at the same time, all simultaneously, and I'm having to come up with new content every single day on social media to push the brands up. Steve Talks is one of them. And sometimes that can be challenging when I've got no marketing budget. I'm not a big fan of paid ads. That's why I specialise in organic growth, and I've been doing it very well for the last 2 or 3 years. And algorithms change, as you know, so sometimes it's more challenging than others. But you know what? I enjoy the process, because through the process of failure and learning and adapting and innovation and creativity, all those things that I love, that I'm good at, I create happiness, and that is my purpose in life. Yes, I'm a servant leader. Yes, I want to grow, 3 different types of successful businesses. And doing that makes me happy, and that's my purpose in life, to serve. Yes, I'm fairly religious. I'm a born again Christian, but that's a different conversation. But what I want to say to you today is, look, you know what? Whatever you're going through in life, whatever stage you're at, whether you're young, old, or you just feel like you don't know where you're going in your life, I would say, look, slow down. Too many of us are in a rush to be successful, to know what we're supposed to do in the next 5 or 10 years. It's impossible. Okay, well, not totally, but we don't have to have our life mapped out. Okay, more often than not, and certainly somebody like me who's lived through some dark times, especially coping with the condition that I have, epilepsy, this type of epilepsy that I have is very difficult to manage. It goes up and it goes down. I have different seizures at different time spans in my life, and I've learnt more to be relaxed in knowing that I have got a condition, and I'm not going to know all the answers, but as long as I try to cope and learn from each seizure or learn from that time in my life, I'm happy, and that creates purpose in life for me, because I know I still got my brands, even though I'm here to, for a bigger cause, and that's to serve my creator. And I know you're not all believers, but whatever you believe in, know that you are a person in your own right, and you can make a daily choice about what you want to do, who you want to spend time with, and probably the most important question and it confuses a lot of people. How do I get to where I want to go in life? Now that I've figured out what is the meaning of life for me, I know my goals, but how do I get there? I can't wave a magic wand and give you all the answers, but I know that through lived experience that I've learnt more the hard way through burnout, failure, making mistakes, that my learning increases, I become more wiser, and through that I'm able to get to my goals. Now, some goals take longer, some goals take, they're very quick, we can tick the box, done, excellent. But independent learning and self-leadership, I would say, are the two most undervalued skills we have. Emotional intelligence is great, and self-leadership does fall within that domain. But independent learning, just going to the library and reading a book, you will learn so much. And one of the only reasons I'm successful in my thought leadership and spreading the word of the knowledge that I have on social media is because I love learning, and I grasp that and I build that into my framework of my brands. So I know that to get more intelligence and to analyze data and all those skills I learned at university, I'm able to do that every single day, and I enjoy the process of reading information, getting wiser, and learning new things. I'll make mistakes, but you know what? 78% of my content really resonates with a lot of people, and I think for me that's a good goal, good bit of data. I want to improve, and that's my purpose in life. I know that I'm here to learn and give, and I think once you find that, sadly sometimes we learn more not just through failure but as we get older. And I know there's a lot of Generation Z and coming through that really wants that entitlement of success. It doesn't work that way. You can't press a button to get what you want in life. You've got to work for it hard, and harder than what you think. I don't just mean grafting. I don't just mean getting on the floor and cleaning things. I mean going through the pain of emotional pain, relearning the emotional relearning, reconfiguration of what you thought was really bad and turning something really negative into a positive. That is the purpose of life, I think. So I shall end this talk here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm just under the radar now. I've got literally 2 minutes left. I'm trying to keep all Steve Talks under 15 minutes, which is part of the brand. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank the small following that's watching Steve Talks. Predominantly me. It's about me. Yes, I know that. But it's a joy to come on here. I hope the audio is clear. Sometimes I've got problems with it. I do apologise. I'm looking into that. Nothing's perfect, and guess what? If I fail on the audio, I'll make a mistake and I'll learn from it to improve it next time. Okay, that's life. But anyway, thank you so much. Stay sharp, stay focused, be happy in what you've got in life, be thankful, and most importantly, just try new things. Experiment. You're never going to know what life is about if you don't try new things. And I think a lot of people get held back because they're so scared about something. It's their worst fear about putting a video on social media, or trying for that job, or just trying a new hobby. Whatever it is in life that you feel is holding you back, go for it. The learning and the experience comes after. Sometimes you have to take a step forward, a leap of faith, and then the learning meets up with us after on reflection. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me here on Steve Talks. I hope to see you again soon. Anyway, have a great week. Take care. Bye for now.